Hello, pleasant day to you. Following our earlier introduction of the general scope of the introduction, as it were, of the Jesus Experience Catechism, we want to use this opportunity to introduce to you the structure for the year. Of course, we're not going to go into see every single detail that will unfold with time, and also what each episode is going to look like. We're doing this so that we can also get your feedbacks to know if there's something we should do more or something that we can add to bring about a good experience for our learning process. Remember, it's a youth-centered formation Catholic program, and we hope that it will bring the best for our collective experience. Now, we've said already that it's a 52 weeks Catholic formation plan, and the plan is going to integrate catechism, scripture, liturgy, and church history. All of it will be Christ-centered and youth-friendly. Christ-centered and youth-friendly. It's going to feature weekly episodes with shots that will be posted before the classes themselves will take place every Thursday, as we have already noted. The target audience, we've said, are youths, but all seekers of knowledge who wants to know God, you're welcome to be part of it. The platform is YouTube, and it will be weekly. The teaching style, now, we're going to try as much as possible to make it applicable. Of course, there will be catechetical instruction, teaching. We're going to find a middle ground. Let's put it that way. We're going to find a middle ground so that it will not just be teaching, and then just leave it up there. We'll do our best to make sure that it is very, very relatable to everyone. The goal, very important, is to help us, all those who participate, to encounter Jesus, to understand the faith, and to live that faith joyfully. Encounter Jesus, to understand faith, and to live the faith very joyfully. Now, the structure, 4 quarters. The first one is encounter and belief. Encountering God and the core of the faith, believing in Jesus Christ. And that's going to be catechism and scripture. Our primary text, catechism and scripture. It's going to take place for 13 weeks. So week 1, week 2, week 3. And for these 13 weeks, we are going to be looking at encountering God and the core of their faith. For the second quarter, which will be from week 14 to week 26, we are going to be discussing living as disciples of Christ. And now we are going to be more focused on the moral life and Christian living. It's going to be more we-centered. The first one is mainly knowing God more and how to encounter Him. The second one is going to be we-centered. So it's about the moral life and the Christian experience. And that's going to be from week 14 to week 26. Now from week 27, we enter the third quarter. And that third quarter, we are going to be focusing on worship. And that's what we're going to be talking about, the sacramental life, prayer, liturgy. And this period, we're going to be looking at very much on liturgy and our sacramental life. We talk about the sacraments, 7 of them. Now we're going to do what we can to bring it down to our everyday life. What the sacrament is supposed to achieve for us every day as disciples of Jesus. We're going to explain as much as possible all of these realities and make it real for our own collective experiences every other day. This will take place from week 27 to week 39. Now, from week 40, we enter the fourth part. The fourth part, church history, mission, and evangelization. Now we are going to be looking at identity and then the continuity of the mission that has been entrusted to us. We living it and handing it on. Faith not handed on is a faith that is going to be just going to go into exile eventually. So, as youth, we are to know it, appropriate it, and then be well equipped to hand it on. This will take place from week 40 to week 52. Now that will be the general structure for the year. Now the hope is we're not looking to end it by week 52. Everybody will go and sleep. By the time we are done with this, consider this a general introduction of our structure. By the special grace of God, God keeping us alive, by the turn of the new year, we are going to now zero down into specific matters and then build on them again. Now that's that for the entire year. Now what will each episode look like? The episodes are going to be divided into 5-6 parts. The first part is prayer. So an introduction and an opening prayer would set the tone for the reflection that day. To be scripture-based, it will be youth-friendly, And then, of course, it will capture our collective situation. The second part is that we are going to place the question of the day in a human experience, raising questions, fundamental questions, real-life questions that affect our youth, cultural tension that tend to show up as in relation to this theme. And then, of course, we'll raise existential concerns. Then we'll now go to the core teaching that addresses these questions for us. We look at doctrinal explanation, scriptural explanation, catechetical explanation, and references in the church. When we are done with that, we'll now go into scripture, dive into scripture, find a text that captures the essence of this discussion and that applies it to our lives as believers. We also do our best too, at the next level, to go into church insights. So many examples in the church. Sometimes we like to isolate ourselves in our experiences. No. Everything we are going through, somebody somewhere has gone through it before. Someone somewhere has written something about it before. Now we'll dig into that, bring it out, and then see how the whole idea was explained or how the individual navigated through it in their own lives. And then finally, we shall now apply it to those questions we have raised at the beginning. Remember, those questions set the tone for our own experiences. Now, having had this discussion, we'll now apply life application, relations to our struggles, our relationships, our faith, and other themes that will come to mind. Once we are done with this, we'll open the floor for interactions, and then questions will be raised, answers will be given, further comments will be made. And when we are done with that, we'll now have our concluding prayer. That will be the structure for each episode. Now, all we have said now is what we are proposing. But since you're the primary audience, we hope to really hear from you what you would like to see in the program. Please make a comment. We're going to put the numbers are right there. You can reach out and say, okay, well, this is what I think we can add, or this is what I think we can do better. We hope to hear from you really, because we want to make this the best experience that it can be for us to learn and also to know and love God more. I hope I've been able to communicate. Thank you very much, and I hope to hear from you soon. God bless you.